So I'm thinking right now of Jeff, who's the face that came on a few minutes ago, and he loves Star Wars. So does he get to be in a Star Wars movie if he wants, and he can play the part he wants, or what?
The one, hi to your dog.
She's
Sometimes
barking.
I hear our cat meow here.
I said
We have a
Star
studio
Wars,
cat.
and she barked. Yeah, tell us about whether you can even have a Star Wars movie in heaven.
I would have to say that does not mean every single one will be shown in heaven.
Right.
There's sometimes a lot of people make a good first one, then after that, I'm not saying Star Wars did that. Star Wars showed a lot of truth about the spirit realm. It was always good against evil. I think I applaud George Lucas for, I'm sure that those scripts were downloaded from heaven for him to make those movies. And the popularity only grew, but you knew for sure there'd be no sexual scenes, almost no profanity whatsoever. And if there was like shooting and stuff, it was usually like robots or sci-fi stuff, things. I'm not saying it's always okay to see all of it. I'm not validating everyone ever done, but I did see Star Wars 1 being shown in the theaters, and people were playing Luke Skywalker. They were playing Princess Leia.
Wow, that's amazing. So they can play the part. I guess they can play the part.
Yeah, and I just tell people I don't mind saying what I saw. I share what I saw. I say what I was told. I can't repeat other people's stuff. I can't take what they got and say this. I can't. Right. But if he showed it to me, I'm allowed to tell you about it. And I did see the first Star Wars movie shown, which was always good fighting evil. And it's mostly family-oriented stuff. So I can't say every sci-fi movie was good, everywhere made, because some of them are darker, and I don't go see them myself.
And I've been meaning to ask you this every time we've talked about movies in heaven over the years. If it was good fighting evil, are there parts that someone plays the evil part? I'm not talking about with profanity. Does someone play Darth Vader, so they're playing the evil character in heaven, or is it replaced with some other? If you even know how to answer.
Well, since I didn't see the whole movie, I can't answer that question. But I'm sure if they did, we all should know. You should all know Darth Vader ends up by being good before he died.
There you go.
And if you notice, the thing that always amazed me with George Lucas was if somebody was taken out or they died in the movie, if they were a leading person, if they were good, you always saw their spirit person, like towards the end of the movie.
That's interesting.
And that was like reality, really. And that's kind of reality, because your spirit person isn't dead. It's very much alive. And so that's one of the other things I liked about the movies, was so much of it showed the spirit realm part, but you never saw an evil person reappear in the spirit, probably because they were living in hell in the movie. Yeah. So I don't know. I just think that, but in the one, it shows a lot of the destruction to the evil ones that were in the one movie, evil, but the people who were good that died, you did see them standing in the spirit, smiling and waving at her family on there. So
that's amazing.
You're going to find out yourself one day when you go. I'm just saying, he won't let any evil, fear, death, destruction, wickedness, evil, no witchcraft is in any movie in heaven. So if there's movies been made about witchcraft, you're not going to see them shown in heaven. So I can just assure you, because parents are thinking, people always equate what I say about heaven to earth. It's not earth. Heaven has no form of darkness, evil, wickedness, hate. There's no graphic violence of anything. There's no fear or terror. That's not there. It's not going to be there. But God is a storyteller himself.
Yeah.
His son loved to give parables. It's another word for stories. Jesus told parables on the earth, but even the Father would tell stories, and sometimes he tells stories he made up himself to share with us. He's a storyteller. He loves the arts. Holy Spirit especially loves the arts. And so I can just assure you, your family members aren't bored in any way whatsoever.
It doesn't sound boring.
Living in light. Light comes from your spirit man. So even people have light coming from them who moved to heaven. You still recognize them and know them, though. And so you just think, if you belong to Jesus Christ, you can be with your family forever. And even those who recently passed, I want to encourage you to say they moved. You don't need to say you lost them, because they're not
Okay.
lost. They're not missing somewhere. Their body may be somewhere. Maybe you had it cremated. It's okay. God said he can put the ashes back together on the day the dead in Christ shall rise. A lot of people try to equate in their own head or try to assume things, but they're living a life they never could live in heaven. In
So
heaven,
good.
you exist to live, and your family member has joy, celebration. They love you more now than they did before. Even if you argued, you won't argue in heaven. People will love one another, and they can't wait to see you again one day. But they know you need to live your life. You need to go forward with what God has for you and be what he called you to be on this earth. That's why he sent you.